guys, I just wanted to log on and talk to you about Friday's formative. I wanted to go over it a little bit. I know this is tough because we don't really have a chance to talk back and forth. But remember always, if you have any questions, you can always send me an email or we can set up a Zoom call where I am talking one-on-one with you, okay? So be aware that is an option for you as well, okay? So question number 1 was, which of the following would not be a property of a transverse wave? So you go through the answers and it says they consist of crests and troughs. Now we remember our crests and troughs. Our troughs are the low point of the wave. Our crests are the high point, okay? And which transverse waves do have crests and troughs. So A would be incorrect because we're looking for what is not a property. The particles of a medium vibrate either perpendicular or parallel to the disturbance. So that was B and C. And then the last one is a transverse wave is an example of a mechanical wave, which needs a medium to travel through. So D is correct. So it has to be one of B or C. So a transverse wave, what happens is there's a disturbance here and it travels across. So that traveling across would tell us that it travels perpendicular. Okay, so the correct answer that is not a property is C. Okay. Second question. The highest point in a wave is called a crest. We just talked about that. Okay, we did fairly well on that question. Number 3, the measurement from a point on one wave to the exact corresponding on the next wave. So that's this area right here. So from here to here, that would be wavelength, okay? So 1 point to the exact corresponding on the next wave is wavelength. Remember, wavelength is a measure of distance. The time it takes for 2 corresponding points on a consecutive wave to pass a given point. So 2 corresponding points, that's period. So that's a time thing, okay? So because we're looking at 2 corresponding points on consecutive waves. So we're looking for that given amount of time. You are standing on a pier observing a buoy bob up and down as a wave passes. You count how many times the wave passes by in 30 seconds. What property of a wave are you measuring? So because we're looking at a specific amount of time and we're trying to count the number of waves, that would be wave frequency. Okay, so wave frequency is correct. And then the last question. Reflect back on your science probe Alpha in the Dark, which you completed for me last Thursday. What can you infer to be correct? Why you could not see anything regardless of how dark the room is? And that is because in order to see color, we need to see light, because color is a reflection of light. So in order to see an object, light must be emitted or reflected off that object so it reaches the eye. So nice job, guys. You did really well on this, okay?